Hello guys, hi guys, hi. Good morning, and win today's your girl Erina TL and just right having fun in my mini kitchen. I told you this is the best light spot in my house. It's not the best lighting spot, but in my house it is the best. So here we shall always have our conversations around here until further notice. Until further notice. So much you're welcome. Today I wanted to you guys, if you have grown up in the village, those of you who have been in the village, irrespective of the country, I'm a Ugandan content creator, of course, I'm in Uganda. So if you have come from the village to Kampala for studies or for anything, be it for work, whatever has brought you to Kampala, what was your first experience? Now, me, I all my primary section, I was in a school outside Kampala. That was in Muwende, that is St. Mugaga Primary School. So for my primary and the whole of the P7 vacation, I was in Kampala. Yeah, Chireka. It's Chireka, Kampala, yes, but it's Kampala. Then my experience when I first joined the secondary school in Kampala, you guys. Hey, you kids who have studied in Kampala, but you can want to intimidate us who have come from village. I don't know why. Now for what? Nothing. We have all come to school to study. Hey, some of you kids are very bad. So when the P7 results came back, I joined a secondary school somewhere. I do not want to talk about that school. I never want to talk about the school. So when we reached school, I remember that day I was putting on a dress on a kind of elastic, senior one. Those dresses were believed to be very old fashioned. The dress had elastic here, and my mom had bought me a second hand shoe. You guys, it was Eri Concorde. And I had some old bag. I think my brother had used it or something like that. So joining senior one, it was a lot of excitement. Transforming from one level to another. It was a lot of excitement, you guys. We work our dad like the whole week before school opened. We were preparing seriously. So the Monday morning we're supposed to report to school. We woke our dad literally at I think 4 a.m. We're like, Dad, we're going to be late for school. So Daddy was good enough. We woke up, we prepared, we took forever. Okay, like we prepared fast, but we took forever to leave the house. Like Daddy was so slow, like excitement was up there. On reaching the school, of course, we were registered and all that. Um, Now, class time, teachers come in and all that. Then there was this lady, Madame Chivicho. Huh. She was a history teacher. She used to teach history and what? It was history. Is this thing history or history? What is the right pronunciation of this word? Is it history or history? Okay, one of those two. So she comes in and you're literally supposed to do an introduction, your name and where you have come from, which school you have come from and where it is. So the whole class started, you guys. And mark you, it was me and my sister. I've told you I've been with my little sister right from pre-primary up to when we graduated. We were at the same levels, we used to go together. So we look at each other. Like, nevertheless, our mom always tells us, be proud of where you've come from. That is who you are. You can. So kids start, hello, I'm X and X, Kampala parents. Hello, I'm X and X, whatever parents. Like with those schools from Kampala, even those schools that are not so big in Kampala but are in Kampala. So when it was our turn, me and my sister, I think my sister, I was sitting next to my sister, and I was like, okay, my name is Tusubira Erin Oluiga. I am from St. Mugaga Primary School. And everyone looked at me. Where is that? I said in Mubende. Then they were like, like, guys, literally everyone was from Kampala or nearby Kampala. So they looked at us like we had come from the corners of the world, like, people give you this look and you feel like you are in a wrong class. You already have these insecurities of yours. Okay, like they're not so much of insecurities, but You see all other kids are cool. As in, I entered class, every other kid was cool apart from me. As in, they looked so nice. Like they just effortlessly looked good. And me with all my efforts, with my chitete jara sticker, I was no near to the coolness they had. And that intimidation. So just saying the school where I'd come from and my dressing, like people would look at you right from head to toe. Like I don't know how I can describe that kind of look. Like they look at you from head to toe, like you are from the corner of the world. So this teacher asks us, oh, I forgot something. I think we are going to go again. You also have to introduce yourself with your results. And don't lie, hold your photocopies in your hands. So people started, I am from Kampala parents. I have 12, 13 aggregates. Of course, the best aggregates in when you're leaving primary section in Uganda, it's 4 aggregates. And the worst is 36. That is when you have 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. But 4 is when you have D1, D1, D1. They are always 4 subjects. So they start, I have 13, I have 15, I have, we had someone with 11. Then the show was like, wow, you're so good and all that. So when it reached, because somewhere, somehow, me and my sister were seated in the extreme row, should I say? Yeah, the very last row, but at the front desk. So before she finished everyone, and before she came to our front desk, she's like, you people. So the best in this class is 11 and all that. So when they turned to us who had come from the village, everyone turned and looked. You guys, you can get intimidated. That they all look like, you know, when they told Jesus that what good can come from Nazareth, what good can come from Nazareth? That is the same thing. Like people looked at us with this look like what good can come from where you came from. So I still went first. Aggregates 8. I had 8. Then the teacher said, 8. Which school did you say you came from? I'm like, St. Gaga Primary School. Where is that? In Mubende. So, you guys, now everyone's look, I remember that everyone's look changed, and in my heart, I felt like, okay, now I am the conqueror of the British Empire. Idi Amin Dada, the field marshal of this classroom. Now this look kind of faded. Like, okay, there was this look of this spice faded, and then there was this look of surprise. Like, really? So something good can come from Nazareth. And after everyone introducing, my sister is like, did you realize you are the best you are the one who has the best marks in this class? You guys, I had 8, but 8 is not the best. The best should be 4 or something. But in that class, I was the best. So let me tell you something. Sometimes you may have the best, but when you're not the best in the group you're in. So sometimes when you get comfortable with your circles, just by the way, you be in some circles and they praise you, you're the best, you're good and all that. Sometimes you get to be comfortable, and just because you are the best in that circle and you think you have the best, that is not the end of it all. It's not good to be comfortable. Every time you feel like the circles you're in are, no, you are at the peak, you are the best in that circle, you need to jump out of it and fall into another circle where probably you're the last, and you need to learn more from others. Okay, so you should never be comfortable that being the best. You could be the best there, but then what you have is nowhere near the best. What the best is really is. English, I think you got my point. Really, I think you got my point. So I was the best in that class, but I didn't have the best marks. Okay, so now this spice fades away and the surprise is there, and then all of a sudden now people start talking to you. They want to be your friends, that they want to do work with you, they want to sit with you in lessons, because every after a lesson, me, I would just get a book, I go through what the teacher has been talking about. Senior one, it's just easy things. They look like, to me, it was just drinking water. So everyone wants to be your friend. I do not know how news reached other classes. Now that is form 2, form 3. How they got to know that, that is the best girl. She came with the best marks. But let me tell you, joining secondary level with the best marks doesn't mean you're necessarily going to be the best. You have to work hard, you have to maintain. Tell your children that. So all of a sudden I have friends. Now I that is how I became comfortable in the class. But at first, to be honest, I was so uncomfortable in the class. Like, I was the only villager in the class, the only one from the village. Like, it was kind of, I didn't belong. But after knowing that I was the conqueror of the British Empire, now I didn't care what my shoe was like. I didn't care what my dress was like, because I used to wash that dress every day before I got a uniform. I used to wash it in the evening and put it back the next day. So I never care. Like, till now, I don't care. That is where I learned from that we really, it is not good to judge people just by looking at them. You just see someone, oh, this is from the village. What good can they offer? It's good to give people time, and then you see what really they can offer. So this Kampala, not all, of course, not all, but these Kampala peoples want to treat these arts. I'm now the ambassador of villagers coming to study in Kampala. They want to treat you like you are from nowhere and you're going nowhere. They want to treat you like you cannot do anything. It is them who are entitled to everything. Like all that sort of treatment. But let me tell you, someone out there, you it's not that defines you. It's not that should break you or make you. But what your goal is, you should stay focused on that. Don't give up and just keep pursuing, keep pushing forward. Yep. Imagine, in this class, in this particular class, I even happen to be the one with the best English. You guys, you see me here nashing with you see me here nashing with English, but I had the best spoken and the best written in that class. Me from the village, hey, from St. Mgaga Primary School in Muwende, I had the best spoken and the best written. In math, I was the best. Like, so where we come from is not so much, should not be so much of a challenge. Or me, I came from Kanabulimu, me, I came from where, that should, this I really do not feel. If I'm going in for something, it doesn't matter where I've come from. What matters is what I'm coming for, what I'm heading for, period. That is what matters, and I don't care what else, whatever happens, what everyone has to say, how you look at me, hey, I don't care. I don't. I'm sharing these stories is because I want to give you a part of me, another part of me, that I'm not the person you see or the things you see me do on YouTube, or how I am entirely depends. It is how I have come up, like the shaping, the things I've gone through, and all that. So those are the things that really make me. Thank you so much for watching, and see you right in the next video.